Okay, I think we are live. Let me see, just confirming the names of the teams. Make sure don't make any mistake. Mistakes plural. So let's see. I think these guys are the Black Forest Stars. These guys, QueNDi A. If you're in the chat, let me know how the volume is. Make sure you can hear me. Hi, Hunter. It's okay? Okay, perfect. Rebecca, volume good. Excellent. So we'll wait a minute or two, and then we'll get the ball rolling. This is the losers semi. So I think we saw Team Black Forest Stars of Ganji and freaking Andy last time. Last time we casted Assassin's Cup. We'll see how they do this time. Let me see here. Okay, so we'll get the ball rolling now. I'm getting an error message for my audio bitrate, which is a new one. But in any event, you guys will let me know if there's anything wrong with the audio. So let's take a look. We've got QueNDi A as the Gurjaras and the Japanese, taking on Black Forest Stars as the Bengalis and Sicilians. This is an interesting strategy here out of freaking Andy, already starting with just one castle. Remember, they no longer produce these or construct these 100% faster. Now it's just 50% faster. So why the hell not? Immediately sergeants come out. We'll see if he starts using those to build donjons, or if he just uses them to attack the enemy. They are a pretty tanky unit, but there it is. There's the donjon. Ganji already under attack by some heavy camels out of our Gurjara. So he's going full stables. He knows he's probably going to face elephant archers. So why the hell not go heavy camels? Take a look at their attack on elephants or cavalry of any kind. And our Sicilian continuing to three castles. Okay, so he's building a defensive castle here. I think what we saw last time when we watched Black Forest Stars, when I think they played QueNDi Z, not QueNDi A. They did not get their trade up at all during the game until very late in the game. So I'm hoping that the presence of this castle here on this hill suggests that they're going to start trading a lot more and a lot earlier. For now, though, a couple of donjons, some Hauberk augmented cavaliers, and these tanky elite sergeants are pushing this army of champions back. Let's compare the stats, by the way, on a champion. 70 HP, 17-4. 85 HP, 15-7. So interesting. What about attack speed? Probably just the same base of a 2. Oh no, Japanese, I forgot. 33% faster attack. Okay, so the aggression seems to be from QueNDi A on this side, but there's a lot of sergeants. 37 sergeants already out on the field. Japanese Yasuma Towers already up, though, here to the front. A little bit of reinforcement here. Oh, these guys are going to help very much against the camels. Oh, look at this. We've got we've got Gurjara elephant archers taking on Bengali elephant archers. Take a look at the HP. Identical. Take a look at the Pierce armor. 8 versus 4. Attack 11-11. So we know who wins that battle. Our Sicilian taking a little bit of a lax approach to things. Let's see these sergeants rip these camels a new one. Oh man. 7 melee armor against the unit that does 9 damage is just absolutely brutal here. I don't know why he's even retreating. Japanese cav archers helping to defend this elephant push out of our Bengali. Red's in trouble here. Army supplies very similar. Villager supplies very similar. Hi, Quad Man. Welcome, welcome. We are on game 1. Oh, it says best of 1. I think, sorry guys, 1 second. I think it's a best of 5. And then I have to unhide the score, although we don't have a score right now. Halberdiers catch a treb. But now we've got a whole bunch. Oh, look at the samurai leading the charge of these halberdiers. How many samurai does he have? Doesn't look like a lot. 15 only. And yeah, red is collapsing. I mentioned you can't go elephant archers when your Pierce is 4 and their Pierce is 8 and all the other stats are the same. You don't win that battle. Sicilian siege, though, flattening a whole bunch of halberdiers. Okay, this game is delivering. We've got 2-on-2 here happening in this small little frame on the map. We are on Haboob. In case you didn't see the map, it is like Socotra, but a little bit bigger. Not quite as enclosed and small. Market already up for Team QueNDi A. Nothing yet up for, yeah, this is what I was talking about in the beginning of the stream. Freaking Andy and Ganji, when we saw them 2 weeks ago, 2 fantastic players, but their trade was absolutely abysmal. They just were not able to get their economies going up and running as well as the other team. That being said, they're still up 30 army supply, and red looks like he's about to collapse. Are we going to have a very quick game here? Game number 1. Japanese cav archers, 6 Pierce armor. Should do a good job pushing these elephants back, especially with the faster firing rate. Yeah, 1.8 to, oh no, 1.7. Okay. Oh, we've got samurai taking on sergeants. Not a fight the sergeants want to take. Samurais do come with a nice attack bonus against other unique units. Blue is starting to stall out a little bit. Although some halberdiers might change the dynamic. All of his elephant archer count is now reduced to 18. There's a lot of trebs, but they are getting gunned down by the Sicilian onagers. That being said, red is in trouble. Castle going down, his villagers repairing, his stone count's at 400. There's now siege elephants inside his main base. But has our Japanese saved his ass? It certainly looks like it. Freaking Andy has a good amount of gold. Ganji is broke. Our Bengali is broke as a joke. What is he building? 16 halberdiers, no surprise there. Take a look at red's resources. 10,000 wood still left, 7,700 food. How the hell did he hold that? Wow, what a beautiful display of teamwork. And now these chakrams are going to gun down these champions who are streaming one by one. The players disengage, but our Sicilian says, nah, I'm not done playing. Moves forward with those rams, the onagers. And take a look. This is what happened last time we casted these Black Forest Stars. Their opponents have their trade up and running, a healthy amount of trade. They don't even have markets. Yeah. Let's see if militarily they can get the job done. Now they're down about 40 army supply, but their villager count, 133 villagers for orange, 114 for blue. Onagers pushing back these Japanese cav archers. Wow. SARS are now out, but again, no trade at all. Oh, he's got to be so careful against these onagers. Oh, flattened. My goodness. Blue seems to be shoving into the middle as well, while his samurai tried to desperately kill whatever's here. Siege onagers attacking everything and anything they can, even if it means killing his own units. And now Blue's back. A few elephants. Army supply not that great. Army supply about 20 higher for QueNDi A. Looks like they tried to take the stone behind this town center unsuccessfully, but again, look at the trade. How many trade cards? 34 and 12 is 46 for the other team. You see a single trade card at the top right of our screen? Nope. Black Forest Stars. They are busy farming. They are busy lumberjacking. They are busy mining. They are not trading at all. I worry for them because of that. Ratas are out as well. 4 elite Ratas, 3 more on the way. Not too sure about that unit. Blue needs to hurry up a little bit. And let's see this push into Orange's base. Okay, Blue's back, pushing into the middle of Red's base. What are the army compositions? Blue is supply capped. Now finally building some trade cards, but supply cap doesn't... Oh, here we go. First Crusade being called. Now in Deathmatch, you do start with all text research, but texts like the First Crusade, like the Flemish Revolution, are not researched. Obviously. Camels versus Halbs, backed by a castle. These camels win the fight, but they're not going to survive very long. And here we go. The crusade is done. 25 sergeants have gathered on the field. Not quite the field of battle, but just on the field. And man, how many trebs? Cataparuto trebs. I'm trying to click the frickin' trebs. It's getting me literally everything but the trebs. 4 of them. Castle is on the high ground, so it does take a little bit less damage. They have to be so careful of their trade route here. Oh, is this a market? Oh, okay. Finally, at the 22-minute mark of the game, are they getting their market up? QueNDi A is down about 100 supply in total. They are throwing camels into halberdiers. I don't know how that's going to work out for them. Oh, Sicilian siege taking treb damage from our Japanese. They close the distance. The Yasama towers absolutely shredding these siege onagers. Oh, look at this. A random blue elephant with 17 HP, keeping an eye on this trade. Nope, keeping an eye on nothing. Oh, if they would only insert the elephants into here, the elephant archers into here. Orange pushing in through the south, blue pushing in through the center, red. Man, he is still not recovered. More trade cards than military at this point. Our population supply now down over 100. It is an absolute total waste of camels. Camels are very special built units. They're there to kill horse-based armies. They're quick. But man, are they bad at taking on halberdiers or pike or any other units, really. Unless we're talking about the Hindustani camels or camels that can regenerate health. And here we go. This is a little bit better fight for them. Should be able to clear up this blue army quite well, especially with some chakram assistance tickling away at the HP, and so they do. The problem is now you've got Sicilian cavaliers almost inside the trade route. I mean, take a look at the trade for this team. Look at all these trade cards. Take a look at the trade for this team. I don't know. Not a viable long-term strategy, but that being said, Black Forest Stars are still in this. No one is really taking any control of the map at this point. More chakrams being added in just in case there's halberdiers. Black Forest Stars are down in army supply, about half. Let's see if the camels can do any more damage. There's a castle here now. There's scorpions, heavy scorpions. Okay, the camels do as much damage as they can and retreat. Single solitary Treb is joined by a few compatriots. They're going to start shelling away at donjons. But look at Red. This is Red's base. There is nothing here. He's got no infrastructure. Where the hell are his stables? He's got 8 stables. Where are they, by the way? Okay, they're all up here. 8 stables is good. He's building no army, though. Why is he building no army? Because he's got no gold. Even though he's got all this trade up. No gold at all, but he is raiding. This is what camels are good for. They are quick. They'll catch these trade cards. They will do a good amount of damage. But all the damage in the world doesn't matter, because they are getting overwhelmed here in the center. Ice Lick Rick. Feeling good. How are you, River Jessa? How's the humidity? The air quality today here in Toronto is absolutely terrible. Not humid, but absolutely terrible air quality. Oh no. Heavy scorpions, the last thing you want inside the trade route. And now a castle as well. Blue pinging over here, telling his teammate, keep putting on the pressure because I am building a castle here, so do not give up. Now the army supply is swung back in favor of Black Forest Stars. I don't understand how Red has no production with all these trade cards. Okay, he does finally start building more and more of these heavy camels, but no blast furnace means that they are not quite as strong as they can be. Plus he keeps streaming them in one at a time. Japanese halberdiers attacking 33% faster are here. They are taking down these Bengali elephants. Oh man, the problem is there's the castle now. Okay, not too much of a problem. I guess 4 or 5 trebs on the way to demolish it. Blue pinging over here for his teammates saying, hey, get rid of the trebs. If they knock down my castle, we are done for. Okay, did manage to knock down the castle. Army supply. Black Forest Stars still ahead in army supply. Halb on Halb violence tells me that these teams are broke in terms of gold if they are going full trash. Oh, and again, camels being wasted on halberdiers. Even with the chakrams to support, that's still, look at this pile of camels. That's a lot of gold in exchange for trash resources. A couple of siege elephants chunking their way through these buildings. Our Sicilian continuing to build cavaliers. 24 trade carts, 17, 41 trade carts for Black Forest Stars. 52 and 40, 92, double the trade for Team QueNDi. Even though there was that castle here, it did not last a long time. But look at Blue. Look at this infrastructure. Taking the gold as well. This is why they don't need trade carts at the moment. Oh, 29 Celsius is the coldest day. Wow. Does the rain at 29 Celsius, does the rain actually help? Does it actually cool down the air? Because the rain is supposed to cool down the air a little bit, right? But when it's that hot, does it actually? What is this? What are we having, a civilian gathering here? So they basically see that purple's base is impenetrable. It's a big, thick base here to the bottom right of the map. So they figure, you know what? We'll push in through these two markets, these two very weak points. But our Gurjara already has a Treb out. Army supply 80 to 106. Civilians, they are down about 60 civilians. And that includes trade. So they're down about 200, over 150, I think. Villagers. Oh, good attack rounds out of our Sicilian. Okay, a little bit more trade. What's the payload? 56 only. And here, 52. So not a great trade route for either team. Oh, no. Oh, Cavaliers in the trade route. They are going to shred through everything. Chakram's not exactly going to be the quickest at killing them. Camels may be better. I say maybe, they are definitely better. Our Bengali continues to push in, but there's Japanese Trebs. I love the use of these Japanese Trebs to basically keep a radius where Black Forest Stars can't create any structures. Otherwise, you know they would plant 5 castles here. Ah, okay. Oh, wow, 10 degrees difference. I remember when I was in the Caribbean, it rained so intensely for about 5 minutes and then stopped. And then several hours later, it rained again intensely. And then it stopped raining for a week. It seems very unpredictable. Kind of like the Canadian summer that we're having, where today it was 25 degrees out. And in 3 days, we're expecting snow. Although you're probably not you're probably not expecting snow in the Caribbean. Who's getting who? Okay. Our Bengali here. What is our Sicilian up to? 13 halbs. A bunch of Cavaliers, but where are they? They're streaming across. It's going to take a while. I'm surprised that freaking Andy isn't building infrastructure close by. He's instead streaming his units a little bit at a time, which is fine, but he's got 1,000 wood. Oh yeah, River Jessa, I can imagine there's every couple of years there's some kind of major storm that heads across the Caribbean, and then we all panic here, wondering if it'll the impact it'll have on us. But the main damage is obviously the Caribbean. The Gurjara bush from the original town center still around, still has almost all of its initial payload on it. 38 elephant archers. I mean, somehow the army supplies are still very similar. Although the better army composition here, I don't know where it goes. These elephant archers are pretty strong, especially when there's 38 of them. Why is blue pinging over here? Does he want some kind of wall off? Samurais just kind of roaming around, their hands on their swords. One of my favorite units. Look at it. I love when they stop and they check their blade to make sure that the blade is still sharp, so that when they do engage in battle, look at this. They are ready to tear things up. Okay, Camel's keeping the stone count low for Team Black Forest Stars. Don't be so envious. Snow is very pretty to look at from behind heated glass, in my opinion. I'm not a very big winter person. My dad absolutely loves the snow. He keeps talking about it while he wants to move into the mountains and live in the snow and I don't know what else. Go sledding. I don't know. Ice fishing. I went ice fishing once, and I sat in a shed, sweating to catch a tiny little fish. And I told myself, this is not really for me. Cavaliers being cleaned up. Oh, look at this. QueNDi is now putting on the aggression, although they're putting on the aggression because Ganji is being a little slow to mobilize. But yeah, they, you know, to each their own. I prefer a warmer climate to a cooler one, but you know, there are advantages to cooler climates. That being said, if I had to pick, it would definitely be a Caribbean climate, a tropical climate, even with the humidity. Oh, Camel's closing the distance yet again. Look at the HP on the elephants falling. They can't even retreat to the safety of a castle anymore. But what they can retreat to is the safety of how many? 23 halberdiers. Oh, they just kill the Camels so freaking fast, but the Chakrams kill them. What a brilliant game of counters so far. Chakrams countering Halbs, countering Camels, Camels countering Elephants, Elephants with their big juicy HP trying to counter everything they can. Why did blue ping over here if there's no wall up going up? Army supply swings back in favor of QueNDi. A total population basically 30 apart. Let's take a look at the trade carts now. 50 and 51. So okay, so Black Forest Stars finally have their trade above 100, but 61 and 53 is about 10 more. This is way too little army though for red. Oh god, the halberdiers, they're so good at killing camels. So far this game has been pretty easy to cast because they seem to have agreed on one location where they're going to fight each other and then immediately engage in these big battles. So not a lot of side swipes, not a lot of trade attacks, although I say that right now blue is moving in to kill the trade. Oh, the pathing for red just absolutely shitty. And now look at Black Forest Stars, 40 supply military ahead. Oh no, now they're coming with a castle as well. Does purple have any trebs left? He's got one, he's building 3. Red is of absolutely no help. Freaking Andy is banking a shit ton of resources. 7,000 wood, 6,000 food. Oh no, this is such a waste of camels. Oh man. Chakrams have to get the hell out of here too. Red has been knocked down to 17 army supply. Oh, I don't know how this is sustainable at all. The Frisbee, this is the Xena Warrior Princess unit. This is the Chakram Thrower. They do very weak damage, 6. They have a small bonus against infantry, +1. But their gimmick is they do 100% pass through. So if you have a whole bunch of infantry units, each one of these discs does the same damage to the first elephant as it does to the third elephant, which is something that's very unheard of in Age of Empires. Usually the damage decreases as it passes through the first unit. In their case, it does not. So if you have enough of them, even though they only do a 6 damage when fully upgraded, because they do 6 to every single unit, and if you can clump enough of them in a big quantity, you are laughing. They shred through infantry like a hot knife through butter, like elephant archers through trade carts. Oh my god, even onagers joining in on the fight. F you to that one particular trade card, and wow. Wow. Oh my god, look at this. 588 halberdiers, 588 halberdiers. Exactly like human scorpions. Exactly. More mobile, less HP, cheaper. With the discs that they throw. Wow. Look at that. How hard fought of a victory this was. Let's take a look at the economy. I mean, this is weird to me. You have more than 57,000 trade to the 32 of your opponent. That's 25,000 more gold that you have, and you still manage to lose. Kill count about 2,200 to 2,100. Yeah, red just never recovered. from that initial push from blue. So, okay. Team Black Forest Stars taking the first game. That was exciting. Well, let's see. We're going to have to do a little bit of digging here, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So that was the first one, Sicilians, Gurjars, Bengali, Japanese. Now that we move on to the second one on Serengeti. And let's see who is who. We've got our Spanish facing off against our Mongols. Our Teutons facing off against our Byzantines. Let's go and see what happens here. Barracks, the order of the day for our Spanish, although a good amount of stables as well. Sorry, I'm just catching up on the, making sure my chat is reloading here. Our Teutons also going a mix of stables and barracks. Our Byzantine, 1 barracks, 4 stables. More interested in building houses and castles at the moment. And 1, 2, 3 castles for our Mongol. He wants to get up to Mangudai yesterday so they can fight underneath these acacia trees. Let's see. Heavy camel riders moving out. Spanish cav archers? What am I missing? Spanish cav archers. Okay. Fascinating. 1, 2, 3 castles going up for true as well. Those camels running in, man, they are fast, but man, are they bad at killing villagers. Like I said, in my opinion, just a very much purpose-built unit that is just not good at anything other than what it's supposed to counter. They're just not that good, even at killing villagers. Our Mongol already. Look at this ridiculous speed on these onagers with drill. It's like watching bumper cars. They're so fast. But look at this orange. Our Byzantine with those 25% discounted camels is moving. So our Spaniard might be overrun here by a mix of Mongol and Byzantine camels. While our Teuton, remember, these guys don't have husbandry. Look at their movement speed. It's like molasses. Look how slow this is. Same time. Okay. Mangudai are out. 37 in the production tab. 8 already out on the map. So the players are starting to establish their army, starting to establish their static defense. Cataphracts, fantastic move out of freaking Andy against our Teuton, who is going up to 60 halberdiers. These cataphracts are going to shred through those halberdiers. Two Mangudai lead this entire army on a merry chase. Look at this. Oh, baobab trees. I love these things. One of the things on my bucket list, not that I have a very extensive bucket list, is to once see these in real life somewhere in Africa. I think that's the only place they are, if I'm not mistaken, unless they transplanted it somewhere in some kind of park in the US or, you know, somewhere warmer. But I think they're only found natively in Africa. So definitely on a bucket list to see them in real life. They are not this skinny in real life, by the way. They are very, very wide. If you haven't seen it, Google it. Take a Google baobab tree and look at how funny and awesome they look. Purple, tired of the chase, now pivoting south to help attack the Byzantines, but you cannot engage into a trash war with this civ. Not if you want to live to tell the tale. Teutonic paladins being chased by these incredibly fast Mongolian camels. Oh man, Purple might regret sending a big chunk of his army down south, because take a look at this blue blob. Oh my goodness, 16 heavy siege onagers. Cataphracts already 20 kills on them. Now remember, any unit that comes out of Teutonic barracks or stable does automatically get +2 melee added, which is why the halbs are at a +5. That being said, versus +18 attack bonus from the cataphract and trample damage. Not too sure that's going to make any big difference. Oh, our Spaniard taking way too much damage. Bombards to the right. Castles to the left. It looks like our Teuton is managing to push this back, but I don't know how much of that is a tactical retreat or what, because I don't know if he's seen all 4 of these onagers who are not firing at all. Oh man, Mangudai. Blue, such a good color for this unit. Yeah, I know, River Jessa. I don't mean to re-trigger the trauma, but look at this. Especially Mongol siege onagers with drill. Look how fast they move. 0.9 movement speed. That is just absolutely ridiculous. If he wasn't being so conservative, he could punish this static defense. Red and orange disengage, creating a kill zone in the center here. Decide, you know what? The next generation will be one of peace. Just kidding. Teutonic Paladins here in the back trying to kill these villagers. Looking for trade, but again, Ganji and frickin' Andy have no trade up at all, while QueNDi is already starting. Hi, your mom. You missed one game of Black Forest Stars. It was a bit of a one-sided, longer game, but I mean, Mangudai versus Spanish Paladins. The Spanish Paladins are pretty damn tanky. Oh no, but the attack rounds. Oh, he misses all of the attack rounds except one. Why did purple stop moving forward? Oh, we could have closed the ranks here. Oh, Teutonic Paladin's not what you want against Mongol Siege. Oh, that was disgusting. But the Teutonic Paladins actually the ones to close. I guess he ignored them so much. 16 is now down to 9. Our Teuton pushing out through the bottom of the map as well. More and more halberdiers moving forward. This is a nice undefended row of trebuchets that almost all die. Although it might be all of them might die. Baobab trees innocently watching the fight get taken out as well. Military supply, Black Forest Stars are ahead by about 30, but take a look at their civilian population, up about 60, even though again they have no trade whatsoever. Oh, I prefer Paladins in the wide open spaces as well, except Teutonic Paladins that don't have husbandry, so they move 10% slower. And against the Mongol Siege that moves 50% faster. Oh, F you to that one hand cannoneer in particular. I don't know that Teutonic Paladins are really any match for these siege onagers. Although remember, they do have, there's no Korean on the team, so their minimum range is 3. But what the hell do you do? Even if you get close, there's 54 Mangudai to help close the distance. Or rather, to help kill you once you close the distance. Cataphracts doing what they do best, which is just trample and ride the hell all over any kind of infantry unit. They see the trade. What's the payload today? 96 on this map. Oh man. Oh, it's snowing now? Yeah, we're expecting snow in the next few days, even though it was 25 and sunny today. By the way, Mongol Siege gone. 6 onagers left. Look how fast they move. Oh my god, it's so much fun to watch these units. Spanish Paladins have to be careful. Our Byzantine continuing to move forward with a combination of trash and cataphracts. I don't mind this build at all. 33 halberdiers, 25 cataphracts. Our Teuton trying desperately to throw things in the way, but not making use of this stronger siege. Our Mongol peacocking a little bit in the square formation. Purple, for some reason, moving very far forward with these bombards. Oh, very sour move here for purple. I'm not too sure what he's trying to accomplish here, except for that double kill, the double whammy. I mean, look at the army supply, 28 to 140. This game is basically over, I think. Civilian populations identical. Trade cards are very much in favor of QueNDi. What they don't have is an actual army. Yeah, there we go. Did Black Forest Stars even have any trade? No. Wow, Black Forest Stars. I mean, we saw them take on QueNDi and lose. And they didn't have their trade up and running either. So they take the series 2-0. Oh, look at this beautiful animation. Not too sure you want to fire with your onagers if you've got your siege rams there. I think it should catch those rams as well. 151 army supply to 140. Kill count can't be that high, right? It wasn't that long of a game. Yeah, about 750 for one team, about 560 for the other. So about 200 kill difference. That was an incredibly efficient game. I wonder if our Spaniards should have chosen a bit of a different army composition as opposed to the one that they chose. Paladin's never a bad idea, though. Our Teuton definitely needed to choose a different army composition. He went way too heavy into the infantry. Teutonic Knights might have been a better option. But in any event, it is what it is. And now I think we're moving on to game number 3. Oh, look at these super fast civilizations here. And let's see, this time we've got our Magyars spawning opposite our Berbers. Malians spawning opposite our Bulgarians. I don't like this at all for QueNDi. I mean, the unique unit of the Berbers basically takes out the strongest unit of the Magyars, the super duper heavily upgraded Cav Archer. Remember, these Camel Archers specialize in killing Cav Archers. The Malians with their Farimba Camels might be very difficult for our Bulgarian to deal with unless he goes siege and infantry. But we'll see. For now, it looks like a Krepos is going into the forward position. Somehow, Black Forest Stars, with little to no trade in both games, has taken both games resoundingly. Well, let's see what can happen here. This is what I'm talking about. As a Magyar, you're naturally inclined to go with the heavy Cav Archers. But once these castles go up, that's going to be very problematic. Because those Camel Archers just kill and destroy what you have. Farimba Camels trying to take on Halberdiers. Not the best use. Even with the extra attack, even with the +7, doesn't really matter because that bonus damage is applied afterwards. So look at that, +26 damage every time they poke and prod. This unit has 140 HP, which means 6 pokes of the pike of the halberd absolutely wreck those camels. 3 markets, interestingly placed. 2 castles to defend the woods. And our Berber Camel Archers are starting to come out. I like the insertion of the camels expecting trade, but it is still way too early for trade. Instead, he's going to find a whole bunch of halberdiers. Oh, this is going to be real bad for Ganji. He's going to lose a few of these camels. Surprised he hasn't lost more, but the HP on them is absolutely terrible now. They're down 800 HP. 1,000 if you add these other damaged ones into the mix. Krepos training the Conics. Remember, Krepos also give you population space, unlike the Donjon. Oh, wow, look at these Berber heavy camel units. But here we go. Look at this guy. What's the +6 against Cav Archers? Red pinging over here saying, hey, what are you doing? His teammate, what is he doing? Building a Krepos. Hunter, this is deathmatch. where everyone starts with 20,000 food, 20,000 wood, 10,000 gold, and 5,000 stone. And everyone starts in Imperial Age with all of their technologies researched, except for the technologies like we saw in game number 1, First Crusade or Flemish Revolution. But if any upgrade that basically improves your stats is already researched. So you start the game, basically you hit the ground running and you start duking it out, and then it becomes an issue of resource management. How long you can keep your gold supply, your trash supply. So for example, the Conics already come with stirrups, which means they attack 33% faster. These Magyar Cav Archers already come with recurve bow, or whatever it's called, recurve something, where they have a +1 attack and +1 range. Maghrebi camels already researched for our Berber, so the camels regenerate health. And the Malians come with the +5 attack on their cavalry with Farimba. So you already have all your things upgraded. Oh, look at this. Ganji and freaking Andy are actually the first to have their trade up, but Magyar Hussars are in the trade route. The good news for our Magyar is that these Cav Archers, because of that recurve upgrade, do have extra range over the Camel Archers. So even though the Camel Archers are the stronger unit, they have to close the distance first. And while they're busy fighting Paladins, which is not what they should be doing at all, they should not be fighting any component of this army. They should be trying to snipe Cav Archers, and that is it. Conics everywhere. 56, 55 Conics swarming over our Malian base. So you have essentially the Civ with the stronger cavalry unit versus the Civ with the 2-for-1 unit, because once they die, or I guess once they reach 0 HP, they don't die, their horse dies, and then you get this guy, the dismounted Conic, wandering around with his flail, his Morning Star, whatever you want to call it. Purple has now taken the center position here. Orange on the other side. Orange's army supply 76, red 66. Blue is the weak spot this game, 27 army supply only. And that's in Gebettos and Cavaliers. Gebettos not exactly the strongest unit, no real attack bonus of any kind, except Eagles. Everything in this game comes with an attack against the Eagles, even the Boars. It's absolutely crazy, man. And here we go. Even though, again, the Camel is the better unit, just move forward. Look how quickly they'll snipe these Cav Archers. Oh, this is not a fight Red should be taking. Look at those dead bodies. He lost 1, 2, 3 units in exchange for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like. Blue is the weak point. The question is, will purple apply enough pressure to cause some kind of damage? No, the siege is exposed. Oh, the siege is exposed. The halberdiers try to move in. Okay, Conics. They're going to find absolutely nothing here. Okay. Was that a good trade for blue? I mean, he got all the siege. The problem is he lost all his Cavaliers. Okay, somehow has managed to get his army supply up to 60, but again with Gebettos, their strength is their speed. Oh my god, now his siege is exposed. Terrible attack round. Will lose all of these onagers. Wow, what a catch here for purple. And now red is joining in the fight. These Gebettos are gonna have a hard time, even though there's what, 26 of them clumped here. They have to get the hell out of here. They cannot. Again, their strength, in my opinion, is their speed. Think of a throwing axeman, but one that moves a little bit faster at 1.38. Oh, they are getting flattened. Oh my god. Does manage to catch one on the tail end as well, but look at this. Orange inserting himself into the Magyar base. This is what I was talking about, fearing for red here. Not too sure this wasn't exactly a fair spawning of civs. I don't know if they chose civs. I'm assuming it's a tournament that they choose the civilizations, but it's possible they don't. If they chose, man, red chose wrong. If I was that Knight Templar at the end of Indiana Jones, when Indy and the Nazi are trying to pick out the cup, the real holy grail, and the Nazi takes the golden one that his assistant gave him, and then Knight looks at him in the face and shows, "You chose poorly," and then he dies. That's exactly what's happening to red. But again, these camel archers are not designed to take on paladins, especially not when the cav archers aren't really helping out here. Okay, move forward. Oh, he's using trebs to shell at these guys. Red's army supply 60, orange is 50. Okay, the paladin's doing an amazing job tanking here. And it looks like purple and blue have disengaged. What is blue rebuilding? Still just Gebettos. A few cavaliers, 6 trebuchets though. Krepos will be able to get one of these cavaliers. The other ones will move behind enemy lines, and now we got a 2v1. Shrew needs to micro these heavy cav archers. Move them a little bit closer. Said he's attacking a town center. Let the Conics take care of the town center. Forward Bulgarian castle coming under attack. True and Improvise are in the score lead, but not by much. And right as I say that, right as I finish that sentence, the scores reverse. Will orange cancel this, or will it die? Cancels it. Oh, orange is clumping a lot here. But our Bulgarian moving forward with the siege should be able to take down the castle. I mean, camel archers are not going to take down these siege units. And now red has enough cav archers here to contest this location. Krepos under attack to the south. Krepos under attack in the center. His partner Krepos also being attacked. Cavaliers trying to get some of that civilian blood. Oh, the Conics. The Conics, be active with the Conics, does end up losing his onager. Self-owned there as well, killing that dismounted Conic. The attack speed, 1.8. Okay, so red has done a decent job of pushing orange back, although I suspect a lot of it has to do with purple's help. And because purple is helping him, he is being pushed back at home by blue. But again, Gebettos, I mean, there's 33 of them here, so they're enough to do a good amount of damage to these Conics. But in they charge. Let's see it. And then half of them charge out, then half of them charge back in. Purple a little indecisive here. What is he doing? I get that you want to stay outside the castle range, but either commit or don't. Gotta make a decision. Shit or get off the pot, as they say. Our Magyar still alive with 60 army supply to the 55 of his opponent. Purple and blue both at 69 army supply. 33 Gebettos has now become 48, but the Conics are here. Let's see them. They are running amok. A little bit poorly placed. You don't need 19 Conics to kill 3 villagers while the remainder of your army dies to Gebettos. It would be absolutely beautiful here, by the way, if red and purple switched locations. If red ran in with these heavy cav archers and started sniping Gebettos, their range is not great. 6 range. And if purple showed up here with Conics, he could absolutely wreck this. Conics not terrible against camels because once they're dismounted, again, a 2 for unit. 2 for the price of 1. Geppetto's with that speed moving in. Starting to snipe villagers. But his castle is also under attack from some Bulgarian siege, protected by 2 dismounted Conics. Just watching purple pinging over here, letting his teammate know, hey, there is a blue wave of Geppettos heading your way. Where are they going? Trade route? Oh no. Camel archers in the trade route. This is an overreaction out of red. He is leaving his base a little exposed here by having 50 of his 77 army supply in here. Oh no. Geppetto's in the trade route, and now both players look like they're overreacting. Purple sending his entire army, red sending his entire army. 37 kills so far. Okay, Geppetto's not attacking. Okay, they want to move out of the Krepost fire, so they find themselves a little area here. Okay, purple notices it immediately builds another Krepost. But look at this. Red with those paladins. Husbandry makes the move at 1.49. They're already here, but they are attacking a random farm. 36 cav archers, I think, would have been a better army to send south and just try to overwhelm this with paladins. For now, though, neither here nor there. Oh man, now Ganji and freaking Andy's trade is starting to suffer. Although not that much. These paladins primarily focused on fighting the camels. Only a small clump is really chasing the trade route. The rest are here getting attacked. Okay, they're finally attacking the trade carts, although that means they're going to get wrecked by these camels. Oh, not again. Not again. Hi, Colton. Glad you could catch us. We are on game 3 of a best of 5 between these 2 players. Conics everywhere, but again, poorly allocated. Why are you sending 15 Conics to chase a few villagers when there's cavaliers here that need a kill-in? And red slowly trying to catch this trade card. This is an empty trade card. Go attack one that's full. And here we go. This is what I wanted them to do. I wanted red to attack with paladins into these cavalry, these camel archers. He still has 34 HCAs. Okay, let's see what he can do with these guys, if anything. The eastern front has completely quieted down for a second once those Conics died up north. Big battle here in between orange and red's base, but yet again, like we saw in game number 1, red has been pushed back to the edge of the map. There is very little terra firma left for him. And our Berber making use of this small patch of forest, perfectly placing his camel archer so that these knights have to go the long route. Our Bulgarian again chasing Geppettos across the map. Should be able to get all of these Trebs, though. That is a sour loss of 1,600 resources here. Scores are again less than 500 points apart. Like I said, I think purple and red need to do a little switcheroo here. I think cav archers need to take out these Geppettos, in which case Ganji will collapse because his resources are non-existent. And purple needs to come here and start fighting these camel archers together with the paladins. And somebody, for God's sakes, get into the trade route. Get into the trade route. What, it was here? Oh no, Berber Hussars. Remember, these guys are cheaper. So they can start spamming them all the live long day. Parties disengage except up here. Let's watch the carnage. Walling is absolutely not out of the question and is actually something that these players should be doing. Although in a game that is this fast paced, what they instead opt to do 99 times out of 100 is to create kill zones with these castles. So that any unit, look at Purple's entire army here. Again, using mounted conics to attack castles and dismounted conics to attack trade routes. Not a good allocation. What's the speed on the conic? Same as a paladin. But you see how they create a spine of castles so that if you try to enter into the trade route, Kreposts in this case, you will pay dearly for it. So again, I prefer a wall off, but these players are probably microing their hearts out. There's probably 7 different screens they're looking at as they play this game, as they fight this battle. Whack, whack, whack against that one little portion of wall, and then he dies. So wall off again, yeah, possible, but I think they opt for these structures because, number one, they provide, like we see on the ground, all these red circles of death, but they also provide structures for training units. And finally, Purple joining the fight here. Now all Red has to do is pivot right, and he'll be able to kill all of these Gebettos. 2 tiles extra space. And why is he getting so close to the Camel Archers? You've got 8 range, use it. Okay, Red abandons ship here. But look at Purple doing an amazing job so far killing trade. How many kills on these Purple units? Okay, only 7 on these guys. Oh, the pathing, the pathing, the pathing. It's terrible. He's losing so many conics and now he's being walled in. Oh no. What a disastrous adventure here for Improvise. Oh my god, what a total waste of conics. Berber Camel Archers, though. Oh, okay, Red reacts very quickly. But these structures are not done. These Camel Archers will be able to do a good job if they wanted to get rid of that house. Oh, he tries to wall him in, but fails. Oh, man, they're so fast. And now they're in the civilian wood lines. Seriously, Red needs to get his butt into the trade route. 53, 128 kills. Just get into the trade route. Look at this. There's no castles here. They haven't walled this area off at all. This is a juicy, juicy open piece of land where you can absolutely park your Cav Archers. And then when you're done parking, use your quicker speed to run circles around his units. Gebetto's moving forward. How many kills on these guys? 37. Notice, by the way, that no one's going onagers this game. No one's going any kind of siege. Even Trebs are few and far between. If you are joining us now, this is Deathmatch. If you're not familiar with Deathmatch, the game starts after Imperial Age. All players have all their civilization technologies researched, except for a few, like First Crusade and Flemish Revolution. And everyone starts with 55,000 resources, 20,000 wood, 20,000 food, 10,000 gold, 5,000 stone. I mean, look at this trail of dead bodies. Do you see a single Gebetto anywhere here? No, a few camels and that's it. What attack bonuses these guys have against camels? Not at all. Nothing. By the way, I'm starting to wonder if all of these mounted units that come with a -3, you see how it says unknown 39, -3? I'm starting to wonder if that's the new Royal Heirs upgrade. Because it's for both mounted and ranged. But it's not for any, doesn't exist for... I'm trying to see if we have halberdiers or even dismounted conics. Oh, he died before I could even check. There's one left. Not for bipedal units. So I'm wondering if this is how Capture Age is dealing with that Royal Heirs upgrade. And finally, Red on the counteroffensive. They're not reading the game as well. Yeah, I agree. I think they're... I mean, it's easy for me to say, or easy for us to say, as armchair generals who don't have to micro a million things at once, but I think Red should have pivoted right a long time ago. No, where are you going? Kill the Gebettos. Kill the Gebettos. Oh, man. Okay, so he leaves behind 2,000 resources worth of siege. And this is what I'm talking about. The Paladins are raiding while the Cav Archers are here. I think it should be the exact reverse. Improvise throwing away a lot of conics this game. But they're in the trade route yet again. But so are the Camel Archers. No, this is where walling helps. Oh, let's see though. This is a... I don't think they really care so much about the Crepos, to be honest. The castles are a different story, but oh no, now he's just gonna camp out here. This is terrible. At the same time, conics are camped out here, but a good amount of these Farimba camels are going to slaughter them. And again, Red overreacting. Bringing his entire army. This is 55 army supply out of 80 that he's bringing back to deal with these Camel Archers, who try to run and then all die. Good catch, by the way. Only 15 of those guys left. QueNDi might pull this out, even though they're down 40 army supply. I just don't like the waste of the conics. I don't like that Red isn't helping out against these Gebettos, because Red's Cav Archers could absolutely shred these guys. Although it is nice to see Ganji and freaking Andy finally have some trade. Oh man, one annoying Hussar. Okay, did manage to close the distance. And look what happens to Gebettos when you close the distance. They are not a strong unit. 50 HP, 0 base armor of any kind. Okay. 78 kills on these 49 camels. Okay, now he's using these 49 now Cav Archers to kill a few Hussars. Why is purple pinging here? Maybe he saw the Camel Archers? Okay, red is here. So is orange. We've got a 2-on-2 is developing here. The rest of the map is quiet. No one is raiding anyone. Let's see it. Stop being so hesitant with your paladins. You don't need that many to run around. I know what he's doing. He's trying to tank arrow fire from these camel archers. But number one, there aren't that many camel archers. And number two, you don't need all of your 25 paladins to do that. 5 is good enough. And look what happens when you combine conics with Magyar heavy Cav Archers. They just destroy everything. Kill the Gebettos, kill the Gebettos, kill the Gebettos. Okay, finally starting to kill the Gebettos with some conic help. An absolute terrible fight here for Black Forest Stars. Even though their army supply is still huge. Take a look, 36 Camel Archers still in the production tab. This is what you need. You need one Paladin to just soak up by doing a little patrol move there. Orange moving forward though, and here you go. Finally, the units are allocated where I think they should be again. as an armchair general. These players probably have a lot on their minds right now. I shouldn't say probably. They absolutely have a lot on their mind. Cav archers need to move forward. You got to get these Gebettos. Oh, but you got to be careful. You have to be careful. Malian Siege comes out, doesn't even get a single shot off and dies immediately. Paladins in the farmlands. This castle not going up. Red has a Treb. Is it here? Yeah, he's building a Treb there. Let's take a look. 49 Cav archers are now 35. I don't think you need to be running away from 8 camel archers. Let the Conics intercede with these melee units. And now push. What a beautiful dance between these two armies. These two massive armies. Gebettos supporting the camels. Heavy Cav archers supporting the Conics. I still think red and purple here have the better army comp, and Paladins slam into the side of everything now. But this castle is up. 2 Trebs though. 3 nice and safe behind this. See what you want to do right now, because you know that orange is microing 3 other locations. You don't necessarily want 3 Trebs here. Take 1 Treb, let him waste all of his stone until he's got 0 stone, and then Treb the castle down, in my opinion. First, let him deplete his stone reserve. See, now you've killed the castle. He's still got 34 stone. I mean, 34 is not a lot, but it could be 1,034, right? If you were just slowly taking away the HP of that castle and leaving him to repair it, I guarantee you he wouldn't notice that he had all those 6 villagers repairing that castle, and he would just waste more and more stone. This castle not really in an important area at all for neither team. Gebetto's slowly working away at these HCAs. 49 has become 16. He only has 29 heavy Cav archers now. Camel archers moving in, tickling away at the HP of these Paladins, leaving the Trebs because they know they have time to attack them, but Ganji is being pushed into here. Oh, these are a bunch of exposed, 7 exposed Trebs. Conics. Heavy Cav archers. These guys are a pack right now. 8 pierce armor. Not the highest. Just kidding. Of course it's high, but still. There you go. Does manage to get one here in the alleyway. Army supplies identical, civilian population identical, total populations literally 3 units apart. And here we go, Magyars moving forward with a big body of cavalry. 55 units here in this one army. Reminds me of the Punic War when Rome would just lose army after army, but somehow still keep coming out with these massive armies until they were enough to slam through their opponents. There we go, Bulgarian siege moving forward. That's definitely one way to defeat the Gebettos. Oh, they have to be so careful. They have to be so careful. 50 HP. Not great at all. Looks like red is pushing in. Forget the lumber camp. Oh no, oh no, oh no. One of these onagers down. Blue moving a very risky business here with these trebuchets. Although it might be... I wonder if he's trying to entice red to overcommit here so that he can enter into the Gebetto firing range. Purple pinging over here saying, I'm going to need some help here. My Krepos is definitely going down. At the same time, orange pushing in through this choke point. Half these Cav archers aren't firing. Wake up. There we go. Repositions them. Onyx yet again in the trade route. Camels here to meet them. Purple's done a good job raiding the trade, to be honest. The problem is once these guys become dismounted conics, they are so incredibly slow. Our Magyar moves out yet again. How many trade cards, by the way? 58 and 76. 136 trade cards for QueNDi A. 50 and 61. 111. Wow, what a huge difference. About 30 some odd, 35 trade card difference. And look at the Paladins. Look at the Paladins showboating so that these Cav Archers can get some damage off against these Camel Archers. But he just doesn't have enough units. And again, the Conic Gebetto stalemate continues. The Trebs are down. Siege Onager is slowly making his way forward, but attracts the attention of a few mounted and dismounted Conics. And now Red looks like he's trapped a little bit here. Paladin's side swiping from the right side as well, and in come the Conics. See how these Burble Camel Archers react. There's 47 of them, 131 kills. Red chooses this moment to move backwards. No, why are you leaving Purple alone to die? Oh my god, lack of coordination really hurting QueNDi A right now. Oh, if you imagine if Purple had coordinated that with Red. If the Cav Archers drew out the Camel Archers into a trap and then the Conics would have sideswiped them, that would have been epic. Epic. Okay, Krepo's still standing. Krepo's still building Conics, training Conics. Magyar, Paladins, Bulgarian, Conics, all trying to deal with this one annoying clump here. 126 kills on these 48. But take a look at resources. I'm just quickly looking. True is broke. Improvised got a little bit of food and wood, a little bit of gold. Freaking Andy's got a lot of food. His teammates got a lot of wood. And freaking Andy has more gold than everyone else combined. I believe it's River Jess. I believe it switches to infantry. I mean, it's hard to tell right now because the Bulgarians get all 9 upgrades, but I believe they revert the infantry upgrades. And there you go. This is what happens when you coordinate an attack. This is what happens. You swarm over your enemy. Although army supplies double, so swarm with an asterisk. Oh no, this is starting to look real bad now for QueNDi A. They are down 50 army supply, Gebettos and everything. Humble brag, glad you could join us. Oh, is he? Well, yeah, you can tell. The one critique I have, if it's even a critique, I mean, obviously I can't critique his team is up 2-0, is that him and Ganji are very slow to get their trade up. And I don't know if they're focused more on building their villager populations or what, but the other team definitely has their trade up in earnest a lot quicker than they do. That being said, so far it hasn't actually hampered them in any serious way. I'm going to zoom out. We've got all 4 armies on the field of battle. Magyars yet again moving in with these. But again, look at these guys. This is 29 units that aren't firing. You are outnumbered. You need every single unit you can get to muster onto that battlefield. F you to this one mining camp, says this one camel. Oh, they're trying to go after the Onager? Oh, cute attempt here out of Ganji for that attack round, but no. I don't know what Red is doing. Not optimizing the use of these Cav Archers. Letting Purple continue to charge in, and now Orange is sandwiched between Purple and Red. But Purple and Red both disengage, run away. Okay, now Purple moving forward, Red moving forward. And now purple's in trouble. He's getting 2v1. What is red doing? Purple pinging over here. Not too sure why. Red is very far from the action right now. Purple has to hold the line. And hold the line he is. Wow, QueNDi managing to push this back yet again. I am surprised by their resilience and how much they're able to continually push back these massive, massive armies. Although I've been saying it from the beginning, if they just allocated their army a little bit better, it could potentially go much, much better for them. But again, I say that after, you know, I mean, the most micro I have to do is click one mouse button, click the right mouse button and drag up and down. That's my micro. These guys, their APM must be pretty bonkers. Let's see. Oh, okay, not that. 3-0? Okay, something's going on here. Oh, military APM. Oops. Also not the highest, but whatever. Paladin smashing into the center here. Conics, okay, our Gebettos are getting caught out in the middle here, and this is exactly what happens when Gebettos get caught out. They die immediately. Their HP is shit. But where the hell is red now? Oh, he's pivoted back this way. A contingent of camel archers moving forward. God, they're so good at killing cav archers. But numbers-wise, they cannot compete. Imagine right now, if you will, 10 to 15 cav archers into here. 10 to 15 camel archers in here. And the game is basically over. Okay, this is a problem for blue, though. Take a look at his population. He's only got 8 camels and a cavalier. These conics, together with the paladins, are swarming. And I think QueNDi realizes this. Oh no, they're retreating again. Why is red retreating so much with these cav archers? Snipe the Gebettos. What a beautiful battle, by the way, unfolding for us here. Everything attacking everything all at once. Red's army is non-existent at this point. He's gonna get another treb just because of how tanky these paladins are. 15, oh my god, 15 cav archers, 114 kills on them. And here we go, finally. I've asked for it for what, the last hour? Kill the Gebettos. You don't have to run so far. The onager is nowhere close. Look at them, how quickly they snipe these Gebettos. Oh, she takes an arrow to the back of the head. Oh my goodness. On the retreat. Let the Berber camel archers try to take down a town center. It is not going down that quickly. Oh wow. Red managing to cobble together a force of 36 plus 1, 37 paladins. And they are heading, we know exactly where they're heading, straight for the trade route. Blue needs to get the hell out of here. I don't think these camels and Gebettos, yeah, okay, maybe with these extra 10 units. 37 has become 30. No, 33. And here we go. Red is inside the trade route, but it looks like orange is inside this trade route. But there are creposts here. There is a castle over here. Nothing. This is going to be a killing field of trade carts. Oxen, horses, all dying. How much wood is left on the map? Let's zoom out and see. $15.9 and so 19,500 wood only. But remember, there is trade. So as long as you don't lose your trade cards, you can generate as much gold as possible and then keep buying as many resources as possible. Red pinging up here. Oh my, what a absolute massacre of trade units. But the exact same thing can be said about this. Oh, look at this guy. He's in space. Look at him. He's floating in the void. Oh no, purple has been breached. His original position is now under attack. Geppettos again. Look at this speed with which they take down buildings. Like I said, they don't have a lot of bonuses, but buildings is one of them. Oh, but the Conics catch them out. Blue has been babysitting these Geppettos quite well. But Paladins, they are surrounded on all three sides. But this is what I was talking about. Their main strength, their main appeal is their speed. Look how they dodged around Paladins. Look how they dodged around Conics. And look at the scores. Still 4,000 points apart, which sounds like a lot until you realize it's less than 10% of the total scores rating by our Magyar. But look at army supply. 75 to 160. I don't know. I'm starting to get worried here for QueNDi. Oh no, now the camel archers are going to close in with the oh my god, the camels as well. And the last few lumberjacks are getting slaughtered. 170 army supply to 87. Paladins against heavy camel riders. Not sure that's the best use. Orange is supply capped at 200, so he's happy to throw away some of these villagers. Does not need them that much, although I would argue maybe throw away your food villagers a little bit before you throw away your lumberjacks. Geppetto's clearing out structures. Oh, and now Orange is on the offensive on this side of the map. Red's army, 41-44. Where is Red's army, by the way? Okay, another raid on the trade. 24 paladins. They draw out how many? 35 heavy camels. Unfortunately, again, take a look at freaking Andy's stats. He is at 100 army supply. He alone has more army than both members of Team QueNDi combined. And this is starting to look very bad. Now the score difference is 5,000. He's in the trade route, but he's following it into Castle Fire. He's going the wrong way with that trade attack. Okay, Geppettos are going to clear these structures very, very fast. Oh, man. They're basically like throwing axemen in that regard. They can demolish entire towns. Hi, General Waka. It absolutely looks like a GG. It looks like Black Forest Stars are going to win 3-0. 84 heavy camels for our Berber. Wow, holy shnikes, look at the stats. Oh, what is this? Is this aggregated between the two players, or is this his alone? 350. This is StarCraft level. 1,360 conics, almost 1,100 camels. Economy must be pretty damn bonkers too. Yeah, look at this. What is this? 177, 178,000 to 150,000. So not that much more trade, but still significantly more. Oh, look at the kill count. We have to pull up the calculator for this. Wow. On a 2v2, almost 10,000 kills, 85-64. I am hoping for one day where we get to see the kill count break 10,000. Yeah, look at that peak APM. My goodness. Again, I don't know if this is a team peak APM? Because if you look at it like this, their APMs look kind of low. 41, 42, 29. Even if you rewind, 62, 72, 41, 56. I don't know if this is combined or individual. Yeah, that's exactly what you said, Humble Brag. Although I think we do have a game with Frost 9 here, so we'll see. Definitely they smashed it 3-0. That being said, before we cast the next games, let me just revert this back to the back to the normal, so it doesn't say best of 5. But okay, Black Forest Stars have taken it. I mean, look at them on the mini map. They are everywhere. And look at QueNDi A knocked down into this one thin row of about what, a fifth, a quarter of the map. And even though the other team wasn't really pushing in, I think at some point Improvise and True were just they died of exhaustion. Absolute exhaustion. Actually, let's see. Did anyone sling anyone, or did anyone give any money? Yeah, it looks like they were all at various points sending money to their partners, our Berber to our Malian, our Malian to our Berber, and so forth. Okay. So that's the Assassin's Cup portion of our game today. Now we've got a few more deathmatch games to choose from. Are these the deathmatch ones? Yes, they are. Here we go. So let's see if we can find the Frost 9. There it is. I don't think we've seen these one. Yeah, Hazy favorite. Okay. So good job to Black Forest Stars. Now I think they have to fight one more team. And then they participate, I think, in the grand finals. So let's take a look at who were Frost 9 as the Berbers. Okay, Civ we just saw against the Tatars. That'll be interesting. And then we have Hazy as the Chinese in green against the Khmer. Oh no. Let's see 60 ballista elephants, please. Please and thank you. So yeah, that was an absolutely epic game number 3. And Black Forest Stars, I think they improved their game a lot, but we'll see when they I think next they're taking on QueNDi Z. And if they beat them, then they're taking on No Mercy, which I think is Frost 9 and Solara, if I'm not mistaken. Camels moving forward for our Berbers. Camels already in position for our Tatar. Forward castle for Hazy. Backwards castle for our Khmer. He doesn't want to jeopardize this castle at all. He needs it to go up. He needs those ballista elephants. Khmer Berber does sound very, very difficult to beat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie at all. But Tatars, remember, with these hills, there's a lot of hills on this map. They do 50% more damage. Plus their Keshik raids and makes money. Chinese, incredibly diverse tech tree. So they have a lot of tools at their disposal, including their camels. That being said, ballista elephants. I really want to see Chukanus against ballista elephants to see if they're a viable option to go. So far, we're not getting my wish because he's going Cav Archer, Camel, and Halb. Red is already starting to sideswipe these bases. Does, I think, see? Yeah, he sees the market going up, so he knows there's going to be some early trade. And here we go. Castle's up. Not really training anything. What is Hydra doing? What is Hydra building? Battle elephants and halberdiers. Hydra looks like he's getting a bit of a slow start here. I think he's pathing his villagers into the castle? Or are they hiding? In any event, our Berber is pivoting east. Why is Hydra not building anything? The raiding has stopped for now, and the raiding that's left is halberdiers. But Teal here, how many camels? 67 camels. Let's see it swarm over this. Finally, ballista elephants on the production tab. Okay, so Blue has lost his town center. which means he has no villager production, which means he is stuck on 7 villagers, while everyone else is already in the teens and above 20 for Frost 9. Humble brag, I really want to watch a grand finals where Frost 9 and Ganji take on Frost 9. Oh my god, where freaking Andy and Ganji take on Frost 9. Not that I have any skin in the game, or you know, I'm not betting on these games, but I would love to see those two powerful players. Oh my god, blue! What the hell? Colton, I thought they were OP too, but it looks like our Chinese is just slamming into the Khmer, not even giving him a chance to get his settlement up and running. His population is below 30. Look at the army supply, three times bigger for Hazi's team. And this is not a game where, you know, 3 times bigger. Yeah, okay, maybe if your ballista elephants are fighting, I don't know what, villagers. But no, this is absolutely a disaster here for Hydra. I wonder if they'll announce the timing of the actual game, and then we'll maybe do a live stream of it, but I'm not sure if they will. Because when I check the Liquipedia website, the dates of the upcoming matches are TBD. Okay. These elephants, by the way, doing a fantastic job. Remember, they come with the extra attack. +3 on them. Camels need to get their butts in line. Okay, finally another castle up, another castle just about to complete. So ballista elephants are coming out. Red streaming clumps of army here. Again, tethering the quick to the slow. I absolutely hate this. Means favorite is going to be a little slow to the party here. Neither team has trade up an owl. Although, what the hell is this supposed to be? Okay. Chukanu's, baby. Let's see them take on the ballista elephants. Let's see it. I'm going to highlight everything so we can see the ballista elephant HP. Oh, look at the Chukanus ravaging these elephants. Holy shit. It's not even that many Chukanus. 24, and not all of them are firing. Oh, look at these elephants. I wonder if it's because they also have the siege armor. What the hell was that? This one moves sideways. Did you guys see that? Sorry, 1 second. I'm rewinding. What was that? Oh, Age of Empires. Okay, but the Berbers are here. The Berbers are saving the day here for blue. Remember, these scorpions also come with double bolt. Oh my god. So they fire 2 bolts. Double crossbow, I was trying to say before I interrupted myself. I have the attention span of a gnat. Camel archers should be able to zone out these Tatar cavalry HCAs with the silk armor. They do have 7 pierce, but that bonus damage gets calculated after that. Oh man, ballista elephants. Our Khmer trying to hide behind a row of houses here. So far it's okay, but he has nothing to contest the trebuchets. Trade starting to go up for Team Hazi. Oh, that's what happens. I assume they produce these markets just so they can get the quantity up. And then once they get the quantity up, they just delete them. But your explanation makes sense. Not that they got anywhere to go, these Chinese trebs. are being very, very stubborn. And look at that. Somehow Hydra has a higher army supply than his teammate, although that's explained by the fact that his teammate's the one attacking, and he's the one hiding behind these houses, quaking behind these Khmer houses. Only 7 heavy scorpions. Red establishing a very thick position here in the center. What are these siege workshops for? What does he have? No, not a single siege unit at all. And now the Tatar-Chinese combo is chasing in. But the Chinese towers are starting to get shelled away at. QueNdi's just so freaking good against everything. How many ballista elephants? Only 9. What is this moving blob here? It is a bunch of camels, but take a look how bad they are at taking down buildings. So slow. I mean, Blue's making good use of these scorpions to zone out any kind of arbalests. Oh, that was a bad onager shot there that our Berber took to the face. No, pivot north, pivot north. There you go. Catch the onagers out of position. But QueNdi's and Cav Archers, okay. Good catch here for Frost 9. Fantastic catch. Oh man, look at this traffic jam. Oh, choke point, choke point, choke point. Oh, the camels melt. Oh, God. Bad movement there out of Hazi. Runs straight into 16 ballista elephants, or 14. Why do they keep moving sideways? What the hell is going on? I'm seeing these units move oh no, they're clumped again. They're clumped. Oh, luckily these onagers didn't get off the shots that they needed to. Oh, thank Frost 9 must be thanking his lucky stars that those Chinese onagers did not manage to demolish those camels. Okay, so the players have decided, you know, this is going to be the killing field. Blue holding the line behind Teal's army as best he can, just by virtue of the tankiness of these units. Oh, QueNdi's though lining up badly. No. Chinese siege though is here to the south, and if they don't defend against this, it will get into the trade line, the trade route rather, and that is exactly where it's going. "24 ballista elephants, none left in the production tab." Why? Because he is broke. Focusing instead on villagers and trade carts. This camel continues to try to destroy the siege workshop. But again, the same issue I was having with Team QueNdi A. It seems like there's a bit of a lack of coordination in attacks here. The ballista elephants should not be in the back. The ballista elephants should be very much in the front. This is a unit that can take a huge pounding. It should not be cowering in the back behind these camel archers. These camel archers are flimsy compared to these ballista elephants. And there we go. Now they're at the front line, and look how much damage they're doing. I like that they're denying the hill over here to the Tatar, who is stuck on the low ground. Removing that key bonus feature of the Tatars is absolutely key. QueNdi's, where the hell are you going? Trade cart, where the hell are you going? And the attack is stalling? 32 ballista elephants. We have reached death ball status. Critical mass. 7 Pierce armor should basically mean that these towers are not going to do much. Oh, they're lining up for you. They're lining up for you. Turn around. Oh, our QueNdi's have to be so careful. Somebody build a treb. I mean, look at green. Just streaming units across this towered landscape. $32 has become 30. There's 2 more somewhere, okay. Oh god, another clash. The ballistas need to move forward, I think. Somebody get a trap, for God's sakes. Okay, Teal's got a bombard cannon. Where is it? It is making its way over here. Yeah, start shelling away at the towers. I mean, even rams are not going to be good here because of the Chukanu. Remember, they do 0 melee damage. So the negative armor of the ram means that the Chukanu actually does do a significant amount of damage to rams, especially with the multiple arrows. Again, the ballista elephants are what's the word? Hiding. Quivering? Quaking? Quaking in their boots? What's the expression? Quaking in their boots, I think. And here we go. How many Chukanus are left? 27. Look how quickly they'll... Okay, where are they, though? There's not that many of them at the front. Okay, this is the moment. This is the moment. Frost 9 and Hydra decide to pounce. Get rid of some of this static defense. Look at our Tatar's stone count, by the way. Almost 3,000. He just 2,000 of it just disappeared. He sent it to Hazi so Hazi could build more towers. And they retreat yet again. Hazi building as much as he can, pushing in. Oh, there's a Treb here as well. Okay, now that the siege workshop is done, feel free to use these camels to kill that Treb. Only 24 ballista elephants, 51 hussars on the way. Not a terrible tech switch. I mean, remember, the Khmer don't need to drop off food, so these villagers are basically just accumulating food every second of the game. What an absolute mess. What an absolute bloodbath. But the Chukanus are back. Towers are going down. How many Trebs for blue? Just the one? No, he's got 4. Where are the other 3? Okay, they're here. Or at least one is here. Where are the other 2? Keshik's trying to get rid of this bombard cannon. Little do they know that's no longer the death dealer for the team Frost 9. It is these Trebs. Okay, the 3rd one is out. Where's the 4th? Hazi doing a good job maintaining his stone count. Okay, so the Treb does die here. These camels do get it. Will they notice this Treb? No, they don't. They don't see it with their shitty line of sight. Red trying to insert himself in, and here we go. Colton, this is their wall-off attempt here. Not the greatest, but against a few heavy cav archers should do just fine temporarily. Oh no, Hussars engaging into our halberdiers. How many villagers are here for our players, by the way? 7 villagers. Okay, so these towers are going to go up very quickly. Plus, I forgot that they shoot extra arrows for the Chinese. But that being said, they haven't done any damage to these 4 Trebs. So these Trebs are shelling away at the towers as quickly as the towers are going up. Wow, this is a rare occurrence in deathmatch where, at least the ones we've watched since we've been going live, the entire game is in the same one quadrant of the map. But now there's 33 ballista elephants. Oh man, the word quadrant reminded me of Star Trek. Does anyone here watch Picard? Or am I the only uber nerd here? Camel's not the best use trying to take down structures again. Oh no, they're in the trade line. The Keshik's in the trade line. Remember, they generate gold for every poke and prod. They don't necessarily have to kill any units. 52 Hussars continuing for blue. 31 trade cards. I think he's got to get rid of some of these villagers. 96 villagers right now is not what you need. You need army supply. Oh, River Jessa, me too. My mom and I used to watch the original Star Trek. A few episodes here and there. Captain Kirk. But now I'm getting into the latest one, Picard. It's kind of sad to see them aged 30 years, but I mean, Next Generation started in 1987, so I mean, almost 40 years, 36 years later, and they're still making the series. And it was just absolutely, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there was a scene in one of the episodes that absolutely was a tear-jerker. Very heartwarming and very tear-inducing. But yeah, I love Star Trek. I'm painting quite a picture of myself as the big nerd here. I don't understand what all the fighting is about between the Star Trekkers and the Star Wars, the Trekkies and the Star Wars fans. There's enough space for both universes to exist. They're both amazing in their own way. But yeah, if you haven't watched Picard, I recommend it. It's not the greatest of series, but it's nice. I mean, Patrick Stewart is just one of my favorite all-time actors. One of my friends actually saw him in a restaurant once and took a picture with him for me, and it was so cute. He is such a gentleman in real life, too. What was happening here? Why is this? This says this castle's under attack. Oh, okay. Remember that the Tars have Timorrid Siegecraft, which adds extra range on their Trebs. So fully upgraded, they have 19 range with siege engineers, rather. Okay, here we go. Finally, he clumped his Hussars into a critical mass as well, instead of sending them in one at a time. And now the center is under attack. Teal trying to do something. Okay, gets rid of the Trebs, and with those, he doesn't need to engage anymore. Oh no, look at this. Favorite has quit. Hazzy has quit. After an entire game of putting on all this pressure, they resigned. Why did they resign? Their trade was up and running. They had higher army supply. Villager count identical. Resource count fantastic. 1,300 gold, 1,500 gold for the other one. Why the hell did they resign? Maybe he saw all these camels, 30 of them in the center, and realized that there's not much he could do here, but that's not true. He's got a bunch of halberdiers. Yeah, Colton, you were right. I was worried there that they were about to be swarmed, but I think, I mean, a fighting retreat here for our Chinese would have worked wonders. Remember, look, he slaughtered all these Hussars. And remember, the Chukanus do melee damage. So these Rams are suffering a huge amount of HP loss. There's 21 Chukanus. Who cares if you lose your towers? You've still got 2,000 stone. Your trade is up and running. How many trade cards? 43 and 40 to the 67 and 37. Okay, so they had better trade, the winning team. And I have no clue why this team resigned. Yeah, I suspect, Humblebrag, that's right. They knew they were going to get pushed back. But again, they could have done a fighting retreat. Chukanus and towers would have definitely held off these Rams. And I feel like once the Rams died, he's not going to risk these ballista elephants with these against so many towers. And he's building infrastructure here in the back as well as green. Yeah, very early resign. Very early resign. Space drama versus sci-fi action. I agree. I don't know why they people compare them. They're completely different franchises, but man, people really love to hate each other. I don't know. Maybe people just like to hate each other in general, to be honest. If you don't believe me, go on Reddit and ask any question about this game, and you will learn very quickly that people love to be dicks. But so I guess they transfer it to the TV shows that they watch as well. Wow, okay, that was an absolute banger of a game, by the way. 800 camels, 423 halberdiers economy. What is this, 37 against 29? That's not that big of a difference. Kill count 1,800 for one team, 1,500 for the other. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Maybe Favor got tired. His resources are fantastic. He's got so much food and gold. But ultimately, Frost9 and Hydra take the W. I believe that was this one. Oh, we got a 3-on-3 with Solara, Westbrook, True, bruh. These are some pretty good players also. Let's get it going. Ooh, I saw resources are on ultra high. We'll see what that means on rune stones. So let's take a look. We'll call you guys Team West just because now there's 3. So the Lithuanians... Oh no, what the hell am I talking about? Sorry, guys. The Ethiopians, yes. Let's see that new Royal Heirs armor in action against the Khmer. Oh man, we've got the duel here, the duel of the fates. We've got the Shotel warrior against the ballista elephant. We'll see how that works out. And look at this, by the way. So True already preempting trade routes as the Lithuanians in the center to support. On the other side, we have the Portuguese in the center to support. I think I favor the Lithuanian here just because they're the more mobile of the civ, of the 2 civs. And then we have the Aztecs spawning opposite the Celts. Ooh, this is going to be bloody. I hope we reach 10,000 kills because the Aztec infantry wrecks the Celtic infantry, but the Celtic siege wrecks the Aztec siege. But both of those, not by very much. Not by very much at all. I mean, Jaguar warriors do amazing against infantry, but Woad raiders are absolutely fantastic. On the other hand, the Celtic units, the siege units are the better unit, but Aztecs have some pretty heavy hitting siege units of their own. Although I might be fantasizing a little bit. For now, all we have is halberdiers out of our players. Shotel all the live long day. Look at that base attack. River Jessa, we were talking about this the other day. Look at that base attack of 18. Is absolutely crazy. And that armor. Oh no, he died. One sec. Okay, I guess the -3 comes in. By the way, remember, the elephants do -3 damage. Which is what I think this -3 unknown 39 is. It must be -3 against the Shotel warriors with Royal Heirs. And this is exactly what I wanted to see. Where are the ballista elephants? Okay, 6 on the production tab already. Our Portuguese leaning left, although a bit of a champion run by. What did he get here? Looks like an eagle warrior. Okay, our Celt going with the suboptimal paladin choice. That is an insane amount of damage. I mean, look at this, 22. And that's before the small bonuses against Eagle Warriors, which, by the way, he can always pivot to the right. No, sorry, what the hell am I talking about? Never mind, don't ignore what I just said. My brain flipped the Eagles and the Aztecs upside down. You know, not a bad idea to go champions. I would prefer to see maybe Pike, because they do come with that Garland Wars +4 attack. That being said, our Celt already out with Siege. Our Lithuanian sideswiping. Let's see if he gets any relics. What's the attack on these guys? Is it only +2? No, +4. So he's already got 2 relics. How did our Lithuanian already get 2 relics? Fantastic. Our Portuguese pivoting this way. Organ guns. Let's see how they do against Shotels. Oh, that Ethiopian siege with torsion engines. Take a look at the blast radius of these guys. 2 area of effect. I was going to compare it to the Celt, but the Celt lost all his onagers. You can compare it, I guess, to his teammate. 1.3. Oh, Lechai are just going to swarm over all of this. What's the attack now? Okay, so you got one more relic. Should be 3 now. And let's see if we can get the a 4th to make it maxed out. Look at this spread. Elephants have nothing they can do against this. They are very slow. Although they can if purple doesn't react in time. They can definitely do a lot. Lechai here as well. They do pretty damn good against halberdiers. They do even better against siege onagers. Our Aztec going elite jaguars now, throwing those into the mix. And look at this pivot of Lechai. One paladin. This is like when you see those Instagram pictures of a bunch of stuffed animals and one dog in the midst of all the stuffed animals and says, I don't belong here. But blue, oh my god, blue also pivoting. Oh, Celtic Siege flattening everything. Yikes. Has to be careful not to get his teammates. This is a beautiful use. What's the self-own here? 0 friendly fire. Hydra pulling out the big guns. I don't think we've ever seen that. We've seen 1 or 2. I don't think we've ever actually seen 0. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, it's so gross. I love this. I love this so much. Sorry guys, I geeked out there for a second with all the multiple oh my gods, but wow. That was a lot of damage. That's a lot of arbalists flattened like pancakes. Winged Hussars are now out. They do not benefit from that relic boost. How many Showtells? Only 14. How many Ballista Elephants? Only 7. So the initial action is over, and look how fast these guys move. 1.32 movement speed is not bad at all. What's the Woad Raider? Second fastest in the game. 1.38, so not that much behind a Woad Raider. 19 kills for these Lechai. What's the point of this? Exploration? Okay. How many Winged Hussars does he have, by the way? 17 going up to 51. And look at their attack boost against gunpowder, by the way. That's going to make it very effective against the Portuguese if our Portuguese goes gunpowder units. Fastest firing foot archers in the game for our Ethiopian, although only has 10 of them right now. Did I say 10? I meant 5. Did I say 5? I meant 3. They just get flattened as well. Oh, man. Jaguar warriors with that amazing sound they make when they attack. Let's see if we can hear it. No, he's... Man, do they hold their ground. Even under castle fire. Even outnumbered. 5-1. They managed to get a Woad Raider. They're that freaking powerful. Lechai trying to disrupt trade. Battles going on all over the map. This game a little bit harder to cast than the last one, where the players just basically agreed, hey, let's just focus on one quadrant. Here they are focusing on a lot more, but the charge of the Winged Hussars is over. They are all dead. Man, the Jaguar warrior attack on a 20 plus a 11 attack boost against the infantry. That is bonkers. Oh, self-owns with these onagers. How many self-kills out of 23? 4. There you go. That's more like it. 0 is just ridiculously efficient. Our Khmer not really able to get up his army supply very high. He's the lowest on his team. I mean, sure, you've got the expensive units, the elephants, etc., but he is just being knocked down. Army supplies identical almost for the teams. Villager count identical almost for the teams. Oh, that's a lot of organ guns that just got caught out. Wow, what a sour loss there for blue. His army supply knocked down into the 30s as well, and now Team North is 50% more army supply. Neither team really has trade at the moment. Oh, you gotta be careful. Jaguar warriors are pretty strong, but they are not going to be able to take on paladins. Not outnumbered like this. Oh, this is bad for green. You need more units. Annoying tower. Green pinging over here. I wonder what he wants, what he needs. Maybe some support against these paladins. But Lechai's insert themselves yet again, probably looking for trade routes. Finding absolutely nothing. Oh, there's a trade card. Oh, look at them ushering this trade card. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. What the hell was that? Now he realizes. Now he's in a corner. Let's see it. Lechai versus Ballista Elephants. There's one winged Hussar here with literally 1 HP. Okay, the Lechai are gonna wreck these Ballista. Oh my god, look how quickly they kill them. Look at that HP just crashing. And this is just 2 Lechai. Our Ethiopian moving into here, trying to attack ground as many freaking elephants as he possibly can. How many siege onagers? 9 siege onagers. Let's pivot back to the east. Organ guns and paladins. A few bad attack rounds out of our Aztec. Loses his castle again. Does still have 2,000 stone though. Okay, if you're gonna lose them, move them forward at least and try to snipe some of these units. There you go. Okay, beautiful use of these onagers. Again, you know you're gonna lose them. Why the hell not? Oh, what a whammy. 3 for 1. Scorpions defending Trebs against these elephants. Onagers nice and exposed in the front. I like this. Make your opponent pay for every tile they move forward. Why the hell not? Aztec infantry yet again outnumbered. But Lechai will clean this up real easy. Oh man, did he lose a single Lechai? No, he did not. Yikes, that was a bloodbath, a Celtic bloodbath. And he's gonna lose the bombard cannon as well. But our Portuguese undeterred, still in the center here. Oh, turn around, turn around. Okay, misses the opportunity to snipe 2 more siege onagers. Ethiopian is closing in on the trade route for Team South, but Hydra is closing in on the trade route for Team North. Oh no, these organ guns are gonna wreck this infantry. Remember, they come now with a +1 attack against the infantry. Lechai. Yeah, maybe leave the halberdiers to the Jaguars and you focus on wrecking everything behind them. Wow, what a sour loss here for red and blue. Look at how quickly they dispose of this army. Absolutely gross. At the same time, though, the same team is pushing in through the left side. Elephants staggering themselves trying to reach these Trebs. We'll take a look at what the trade is like, but oh no. More gunpowder units getting demolished here by our Lithuanian. Lechai charges to his death. Does not manage to get the bombard. Jaguar Lechai combo. Deadly. Okay, it looks like Team North has reinforced the entry into their trade route, and now they're absolutely wrecking the Celtic infrastructure. Our Celt, what does he have left? 13 halberdiers and an onager. Hydra 9 is not doing anything. This is the behavior of somebody who's about to GG. Let's see what happens here. Maybe not. He's got 1,000 gold, almost enough stone for another castle. His teammate isn't doing terrible here. Khmer against Ethiopian. So why is red okay, never mind. He moves his villagers now. 0 idols. But he has no trade carts. He's got 7. He's building 10. out of only 2 markets. F you to this mill in particular, says this castle. Oh, the bombards luckily catching this Aztec siege out. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna have a sip of water. I'm going to mute the microphone real quick. And I am back just in time to watch the Aztec try to push in through the east and the Ethiopian through the west. Frost9 is doing the best he can with such a so few units. Has a lot of stone. Maybe you might want to sell that stone. All 3 members of Team North are supply capped at 200 population. 160 army supplied at 100. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, favoring the Lithuanians as the pocket as opposed to the Portuguese. Don't get me wrong, organ guns are fantastic, but they are just so slow, and so he has to choose a different unit to support with. And when you're supporting with Arbalests, but the other team is supporting with Lechai, fully upgraded, by the way, look at that, all 4 relics. 3 in 1. Wow. Quick game, but probably a lot of kills. Oh, no. Let's look at the trade. Lot of support from the center position here. Look at this, 21,000 resources sent. Good amount of relic gold as well. Our Portuguese, for his part, also a good amount of trade, but about half or 40 or 50, 60% of what his opponent sent. And I think we have time for one more game. And then I am going to grab me some dinner. That was this one. Ooh, Incas, Bohemians, Persians, and Franks. These are some juicy, juicy civilizations. Well, let's see it. So who's who? Yeah, we'll call you guys Team North. Why the hell not? The Bohemians have spawned opposite the Incas, which is going to potentially be very problematic for the Incas. Our Persians have spawned opposite our Frank, which could potentially be very problematic for our Frank. And there's that new Incan team bonus. Llamas for everyone. Gets immediately converted. Villager inside the town center already. Damage being done here by our Persian. Frankish paladins, though, are out. I want to see Hussite wagons, and then I want to see how our Inca plans on dealing with it, although nah, it's gonna be very hard for our Inca if he goes Hussite wagons. But let's see, let's let the players speak for themselves. For now, Persian heavy camels are about to take on Frankish paladins. Let's see it. The halberdiers are also out for our Frank, but oh no, does end up losing that villager. Green space being surrounded by red dots, but looks like the red dots are kind of over. Has done the damage he wanted to, has seen the vision of what he wanted to, sees halberdiers are out now, so not too much damage that he can do moving forward. Our Incan with fabric shields does not affect his champions, so he's going possibly the weaker unit. One sec, guys, I need to readjust my microphone in my chair. And we are donezo. Okay, Kameyuks are out. Yeah, the better unit does benefit from fabric shields, so the armor on these guys should be pretty damn good. 5 melee, 6 pierce. Halberdier runs into a forest of swords, and in comes the gunpowder. I'm wondering if he should go skirmishers. To be honest, I don't. Probably later on in the game. Siege is not a bad idea. Slingers are okay, but the range, identical range. Oh no, oops, no, these guys don't have identical range. The slingers actually outrange these hand cannoneers. Camels, halberdiers, 11 elite war elephants on the way. 4 markets being built in the center here for Zayu. Now his teammate is throwing some Frankish paladins into the mix as well. How many? 16 is a good amount. Hofnitzas are out. But a Hofnitza versus... Oh, again, it's moving sideways. What is with these units today moving sideways? Our Persian overshot the mark a little bit. I wonder if this is for a backstab or if he just clicked somewhere quote-unquote safe so he wouldn't have to micro those units. 220 army supply to 160 army supply. Our Inca opening paths of attack. You don't want to engage into choke point against gunpowder units. Oh, Hussite wagons out of one castle but not the other? Oh, he's out of gold. I mean, okay, he's not building that many, but wow. Okay. This is a very powerful army out of green and blue, but I feel like this victory is a little bit Pyrrhic because there's a big red blob in the center of the map. And that big red blob is 40 Persian war elephants. And they might move ridiculously slow. And they might take some extra bonus damage from Kameyuks. Take a look at that, 20. But they have 620 HP. They do trample damage. And look at all of these bonuses against structures. So they can demolish enemy bases in the blink of an eye. Where are all of Red's camels? I guess the camels died? Yeah, there seems to have been a battle here in the back of Green's base. Oh no, Kameyuks against Frankish paladins is not a fight you want to take. And they are not, because I had another brain fart. Sorry, guys, this is how I know that I need to eat something and put a little glucose in the old brain when I say stuff like that. When they're on the same team and I talk about bonuses fighting each other. That is how you know I need to have something, some kind of sugar. Hussite wagons. Poorly placed. These are called mobile walls. You know why they're called mobile walls? Because units behind them get less damage done. The mobile wall softens up any archer fire. Let's take a look at the HP on these elephants. And this is the thing. Again, look, the Kameyuks are doing a good job. Don't get me wrong. But when Red masses his elephants and they're not outnumbered 10 to 1, like here, I mean, this one's literally outnumbered 51 to 1, then it becomes problematic. Throwing axemen around, 19 of them. Mobile wall demolishes the Treb. And here we go. This is exactly how you want to see it. They are in the forward position. Purple has stabilized. The initial Incan push has stalled. Although just temporarily, it looks like. This is a big army out of blue here. 39 Halbs, 25 Kameyuks, 21 Slingers. This is 100 army supply moving forward. Let's watch this. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch. Kameyuks shredding these war wagons, these Hussite wagons. Remember, they have 10 base pierce armor, which means these slingers do jack shit to them. Kameyuks and infantry, another story altogether. But wow, the Incans, look at that. Even with 100 army supply, have to retreat because there's nothing here that can take on these powerful units. You've got Hofnitzas shelling from the back, Hussite wagons in the front, and Persian elephant warriors, elephants everywhere. Look at this, 13,000 HP. But if they're on the left side, you know what that means? It means they're not on the right side. And so Green is now shoving in. And while he's attacking with these halberdiers, he is soaking up resources with 7 trade cards, slowly getting his gold count up so he can build even more paladins because his gold count is atrocious. The Incan might want to donate some gold to the Frank. 15 rams. Green continuing to try to bust into Red's base. Red has walled off, not with a stone wall, but with a row of siege workshops. And now I worry for our Incan. Like I said in the beginning, this is not a fair this is not a fair spawning matchup, although I think a lot of the success so far of Team North came from those Persian war elephants saving the day here on the left. And he's being pushed into, but his elephants are back home on the ancestral plains with 14,000 HP. 25 elephants will absolutely wreck, in my opinion. How many is it now? 53. 2 to 1 is not a good ratio. It's not even 2 to 1 now. Oh no, but don't send them individually. There you go. Let's see it. Let's see the engage. Oh my god, he's throwing away elephants. Why is he throwing away elephants? Okay, a few of them waddling over to the right side. Our Inca also moving very, very slowly. Purple not doing any kind of critical damage yet to Blue's base, but he's here. He's on the border. And Blue's entire army is where? Inside these rams? Trade needs to get up for both teams. Right now, their resources are pathetic, except for Solara, who, look at this. Solara, in my opinion, we've seen it in other games and other live stream. One of the best gold managers in the early stages of a deathmatch game. He always somehow has a whole lot of gold when other players don't. Even our Frank, look at this, 4,000 gold at the moment. Not even close to what Solara has. Basically half of what Solara has. But our Frank needs to throw away some of his units. He needs to get rid of some of these halberdiers and he needs to double down like he's doing now on paladins. Forget red, leave red in his base. Red is broke as a joke. Look at this, doesn't even have 1,000 resources when you add all 4 of them up. Dislodge purple because purple is killing your opponent. Kameyuk's trying to distract, trying to save some time until these paladins can get here, and this is enough paladin to sweep over this army from Solara, I think. Oh god, they're so good. Frankish paladins, so good. You can have 41 other civilizations, but at the end of the day in deathmatch, Frankish paladins are Frankish paladins. They are the OG, absolute badass boss unit of this game. I might be a little old-fashioned saying that, but look at what they just did. They just shredded through those hand cannoneers, those trebs, and those Haufnitzes. That being said, if you're going for chunk, ain't none chunkier than these Persian war elephants slowly waddling their way. 31 of them now. Some commander and crossbows. These are now trash units for our Persian eagles with the fabric shields, extra armor. They are also not going to be too bad against these hand cannoneers, although not as good obviously as the Frankish paladin, which is now roaming the countryside, committing chevauchés left, right, and center, attacking towns, locking civilians into barns and lighting them on fire as they used to do in the medieval times. Running circles around these elephants. Oh no, this is bad though. He's gonna lose all these scorpions. Look how quickly they die. Yikes. 24 damage. Kameyuks, okay. Kameyuks are doing a little bit of damage, but again, with trample, area of effect 0.5 is just redonkulous. Paladins in the trade line. A bunch of slingers moving forward. We saw that they have no bonus against buildings, so they need to be careful here not to just throw themselves away. What am I hearing? I'm hearing the tinkle tinkle oh of the halberdiers. I was wondering where they were. Oh no. Crossbows against paladins. Yeah. Why is red retreating? Okay, he wants to get into the castle radius, I guess. Purple has not been active out on the map for a while. What is he doing, Solara? He's blown 8,000 gold. On what? On trade carts. Wow, only 11 hand cannoneers and 2 Hafnisas left. Army supply for Team South double. Where the hell did Solara's gold go? That's why I was very careful when I said he's, in my opinion, one of the best gold managers in the early game. He had 8,000 gold when everyone else had nothing. But that gold has been spent. We'll see how quickly it regenerates. 73 trade cards. What's the payload on them? 77. So about what? 5,300 gold per trip? I don't know what 77 is multiplied by 74. I know 7 times 7 is 49, so it's a little bit higher than that. Oh no, the Incas are here. And they remember what you did to them earlier, and they want revenge. This castle is going to die incredibly fast. This town center even faster. Yikes. Wow, they're just going to shred through everything. And look at our Frank with those cheaper castles shoving in between the players, isolating red, isolating purple. 5,000-ish. Yeah, that's what I thought. And it looks like it's going to be GG any minute now, right? I mean, red can't survive on his own. He's got 2,000 gold, but nothing else. These elephants are popping out, but there's only 7 left. Okay. But by the time they get to these trebs, they move so slowly that these castles are going to be knocked down. Nothing here except 21 villagers. A supporting castle in the middle. But now purple is also... Oh, it looks like purple GG'd. And so, okay, and red GG'd shortly thereafter. Wow. Wow. So the Incan pushed out really well. But then the Persian elephants came, dislodged him, even though he had 100 army supply here. Green, I think, overcommitted early on into halberdiers. With the gold that he had, still has 2,000 gold, by the way. Favorite could have built a lot more paladins, but that's neither here nor there. Good job for them. 268 paladins for our Frank. Economy should be fairly similar, no? 18,000 versus 15,000. Yeah, our Persian not quite able to get his villager count up. Let's see what his villager count was, by the way. Where is it? Villager max 77. So he had the lowest villager count, despite the fact that he has the most expensive unique unit, I think. And so he absolutely needed to get those numbers up. 1,100 kills for one team, 980 for the other. So not a huge difference in kills. But wow, that was a fun game. And yeah, when I start talking about Kamayuks attacking Frankish paladins when they're on the same team, you know I need to get some food. I need to get some glucose in the old brain. So I think this is going to be our last game for tonight. The llama survives, and he brings it over. Or maybe he just reconverts the green llama that was tiefed by red and now has joined the Incan army in blue. Man, I would not trust this llama. In the span of 29 minutes, it defected twice. It fought for 3 different civs. I don't know. Even though it's on his team at this moment, I don't think I would ever trust a llama like this. I don't know. Call me old-fashioned, but if you defect twice, you're dead to me. Well, everyone, I hope you had fun with some deathmatch games. Glad we got to see the Assassin's Cup. I'm glad they fought it after the April patch came out, and we got to see the games with the new units. Although it's interesting if you want to... I guess it's debatable if it's fair or unfair to have the meta of the game change halfway through the tournament. Right? With the Shotel warriors and all that stuff all of a sudden taking 3 less damage from mounted units in the middle of the tournament. But in any event, neither here nor there. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. I'm going to go grab me some dinner. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening, afternoon, night, morning, wherever you are, from the tundra of the north to the humid beaches of the Caribbean. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And so far, it looks like I'll probably be streaming tomorrow, although as always, you guys know the deal. In the next couple of weeks, it's going to be no promises made. So in any event, keep an eye on the community post if there is no live stream. If there is a live stream, I'll see everyone at the exact same time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I think tomorrow we'll revert back to Rage Forest. Although I'll see if I can find games. It all depends on what the pro players play and what games I can find of theirs. But for now, I think there's enough Rage Forest games that it should be absolutely fine and fun. And everyone, have yourselves a wonderful rest of the day and good night. And I'll see you tomorrow.